Tonight, a former Council Bluffs teacher is behind bars and he will stay there for 10 years.
That's his sentence a judge handed down today after he pled guilty to having inappropriate sexual relations with 2 students. Joe Chiodo has more from inside the courtroom.
Jeffrey Daugherty walked into court with his wife of 14 years by his side. The former Thomas Jefferson High School math teacher is also a father of 5, some of his kids with special needs. He told the judge because of that he's needed at home and asked for probation.
I didn't want to hurt anybody. I didn't want to put my intent. I feel horrible for the mistakes that I made. I just want a second chance to be the father, husband that I'm supposed to be.
His 2 victims, one of them just 14 when it happened, weren't there, but their mothers were, each reading emotional statements.
Those images will be forever in my mind for the hell that you put my daughter through.
They asked the judge for the maximum sentence.
I hope that if you see fit to sentence him to jail, that he sits every day and remembers what he did to not only my daughter, but to his own family. As part of my daughter's statement, she said, I can't see myself in a successful and happy relationship because of what I've gone through.
The prosecution told the judge one girl now suffers from PTSD. An affidavit explains over a month-and-a-half-long relationship, inappropriate contact was made, and explicit photos as well as texts were exchanged.
He controlled her. She was afraid of him. She was afraid of his temper and his jealousy. On multiple occasions, he told her he'd kill himself if she quit talking to him. I don't think that he has any idea what it does to a kid's mind when he was only concerned about his own selfish needs.
Daugherty's most apparent breakdown was when the judge told him his sentence, 10 years behind bars, a sentence that one of the victim's mothers told us brings her some relief.
It'll be 10 years that he will have to think about what he's caused. He used his credentials of being a teacher to get what he needed, and unfortunately he used 2 children in the process, and they are damaged.
The prosecution says it was so tough for the 2 victims to come forward because they faced a lot of scrutiny from their peers on social media. Students, of course, shared their thoughts about all this on Facebook and Twitter for the whole school to end up seeing. In fact, according to one of the victims' mothers, her daughter's friends didn't realize that she was a victim and would talk about how that victim must be lying because Daugherty was, quote, the coolest teacher. The state told the judge because of instances like that one, granting probation would have been a slap on the wrist. John and Mallory, back to you.